Hi friends, welcome to this Yoga Basics 3-part series, Sun Salutations. If you're new to this flow, this is a great place to start. Each week we will build on what we learned the previous week as we explore the poses and how to link your breath so that you can get the most from this dynamic yoga flow. This is a great place to get your heart rate up and to tone up and something else. Anyway, grab your mat, tag a friend, and let's go. Hi friends, welcome to Yoga Basics. This is the first in a 3-part series on Sun Salutations. We're coming up on the summer season, and I thought it would be a nice time to explore the Surya Namaskar or Sun Salutations and take it apart a little bit, learn a little bit more each week. Each week we will build on the previous week, and then we're going to link it all together so that you can get the most from this dynamic yoga flow. So let's get started. You can choose to sit cross-legged. Today I'm going to sit with my heels tucked underneath. It just feels a little bit more comfortable. As long as your spine is nice and straight, your shoulders are at level. It's going to take a nice long deep breath. And as you exhale, close your eyes or lower your gaze. And just bring your awareness inside for a moment. And just take a moment to explore how you're feeling at the moment and settle yourself in. A couple long, deep breaths here. And if you have someone or something that's dear to you, turn your attention to that for just a moment and cultivate a moment of gratitude. And then just set that to the edge of your awareness. And begin to open your awareness. Notice your surroundings, the sounds around you, the smells, the sensations of touch, vision, taste. Let all of your senses be present to this yoga practice tonight. And then begin to expand your awareness of sensation throughout your body. Now let's start at the top of the head and just feel your way down the back of your neck, across the shoulders. Feel your way all the way out into your hands and your fingers. Maybe wiggle them a little bit. And drop your awareness down through your torso into your legs, all the way down to your feet. And just being aware of sensation in the whole physical body this evening. Again, turning your attention back to your breath, and we notice how the body breathes itself. So we're just going to take a few moments to engage in this Pranayama 3-part breath. And this is the breath that we're going to use in the Sun Salutations. So it also helps to strengthen your lungs. It's a really, really good pranayama breathing practice that you can incorporate into many parts of your life. So we start with just recognizing the breath, body breathing itself. And then separate your lips just a little bit. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and mouth. If you keep the lips slightly parted, we raise the tongue on the inhale. Relax the tongue and let the breath pass on the exhale. In through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. And release the breath. Let the body continue to breathe itself. And then we'll switch our position. So let's extend our legs out in front. I'm just going to do a little bit of mat warm up, and then we're going to head right into standing up. So extend those legs out. Separate your feet about the distance of the mat. You just want to pull back onto your tailbone so you can gauge where your spine is and how it feels. Pull up onto the sits bones. And then bring your attention down to your toes. Squeeze and open the toes. Just make some movements down by the feet just to wake up the legs. And then press the heels forward. We're going to drop back onto the tailbone. Pull your belly in. Drop your chin and just slide those arms down. Just a nice Easy, gentle forward bend. And then curl yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Feel the back as you stack each bone in your back all the way up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good. Take a deep breath. If you're comfortable sitting like this for just another moment, go for it. If not, adjust your seat so that you are comfortable. We're going to drop the chin down to the chest and then lift the head up a couple times. And then come to level. We're going to turn the head from side to side a couple times. And then back to level. And then roll the shoulders back and down. Draw your feet into bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Come up onto the sits bones. Just butterfly those knees for a moment. Pull your belly in. Take a deep breath. Drop your elbows. And exhale, lean forward. You want to stretch through the groin here. Bringing your head towards your feet. Doesn't matter how far you go, just enough to stretch the legs out a little bit. And then bring yourself right back up. So this is where it's going to be a little challenging, but just follow me. We're going to place our feet down, lean forward, and come into a squat. Use your fingers if you need to help you. Maybe you need to be a little higher up. Just kind of feel your way. If you're feeling good here in this squat, see if you can balance in the squat. See if you can drop your heels down. Now, if you can't, that's okay. You might have your heels up here and perhaps maybe put a block or a blanket underneath just so you can sink down into the heels. We'll just be here for a moment, finding your balance. Bring your hands down, drop your head, lift your bottom up so that you're in a ragdoll position. Knees are soft. We're just going to swing and sway side to side a little bit, just loose, loose. And then bend those knees a little bit deeper. Swing the arms. See if you can just swing them back, forward a couple times. And then curl yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Stack the spine, roll the shoulders back and down. All right, take another little moment to dance like a toddler. We just swing and sway around, loosen it all up. Good. And then do a little marching in place. Step, step, step. Land your feet right how they normally would land. Right. And rock up onto the toes and the heels. Just kind of getting a sense of balance here. Like we're kind of calibrating the body. Go side to side, inside edges, outside edges. Feel the whole bottom of your feet. And then maybe see if you can bring yourself up into standing on your tippy toes. This is where you can find something to look at and rest your gaze there. We call this the drishti point. And then lower back down. Good. Wiggle it out. So roll those shoulders back and down. Drop. Roll your ear and the left. So like your chin is stuck to your chest. Just rolling side to side. And then level. Lift your head up and then gaze up. Tip your chin upward. Feel the stretch in the throat. And then bring the head back to level. All right. Arm. We're going to float the right arm up. Reach the right arm as high up to the sky as you can. Feel this all opening up here. And then swing the arm down and back. We'll do it again. This time, inhale the arm up. And exhale that arm back down. One more time. Inhale the arm up. Waken up the shoulder. Exhale the arm back down. Good. Maybe roll the shoulder this way, that way a little bit. And then the left arm, we're going to float that arm up. Reach it up to the sky. Feel the length on the left side of your body as it opens up. And then rotate the arm back. Let's try again. Inhale that arm up. And exhale it back. One more. Inhale the arm up. Get all the length at the top before you exhale the arm back. Good. Shake it out, roll it out. Let's do. Inhale the arms up and exhale the arms down. Big wide circles. Inhale up, exhale down. One more. Inhale up. This time stretch up and look up. Drop the head back and forward. And then bring the arms back and down. Good. Shake it all out. Wiggle it all out. Stretch the arms down and then turn your palms back. Bring your hands back behind you and palms face each other. Squeeze the shoulder blades here. And then bring the arms forward, round the spine. This is where we would normally do cat-cow tips, but we're going to wake our spine up this way. Inhale back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale forward. One more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Good. Let's float the arms out to the side and bring them down. Shake them out. Very good. Bring your hands to your hips now. So you can feel the hip bone, just kind of resting your fingers there. Just going to squeeze back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Bend your right knee and lift the right heel so that your arch is really stretched, pushing into the toes. Take a deep breath. Tip right here at the waist. Lean forward. Nice stretch in the left leg. Draw those elbows back. Feel that left leg waking up. Inhale up and drop the heel. Bend the left knee. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, lean forward. Press the heel back. Feel that big stretch in the right leg now. Right leg waking up. Pressing in the left toes. And inhale up. And then we'll do both. Go back and forth. Really exaggerate the motion. See if you can link your breath. Exhale down. Inhale up. Just go at your own pace. If you want to linger, if it feels good to just kind of hang out on one side, go ahead and hang out on one side. And then come right back up to standing. Good. Drop the arms. Shake the legs out if you need to a little bit. And then step, 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 back to your natural stance. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to step forward. Just find a way to balance, hands on your hips or hands out here, whatever feels right. Take a nice, healthy step forward. Just a big, generous step here. Not for a whole lunge, just enough to come forward. And then we're going to bend the left knee and come down. Ooh, feel the thigh waking up here. So you have your hands to the sides, or here, or even here. We're just waking up the muscles, rolling everything inward. 3, 2, and 1. Push up and step back. Step that right foot just a little bit back now, just behind the left heel. Press into the arch, and then roll over the top of the foot if you can. For some people this doesn't work so well. Others, it's really good to stretch the metatarsal, the knuckles of the top of the foot. Bring the foot back into place. Take another deep breath and exhale. And step the left foot forward. Nice generous step forward. Get your balance. Take a moment. A lot of this has to do with balance. So when you find that balance, just begin to soften the right knee, bending it down. You want to go straight down. You don't want to lean forward, just straight down. Everything's nice and tight through the core, wrapping everything in. Find your balance, maybe here. Maybe you feel it in your glutes too. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up and step back. Left foot steps behind the right heel. Open the arch of the left foot. Press into the ball of the foot. And then over the top, if your body allows, get a nice stretch on the top of the foot. And step your foot back into place. Okay, wiggle it all out. Great. Okay, so now we're going to head into our Surya Namaskar first beginning poses. And it's really important to keep the alignment on these poses. So that's why we're going to take it slow. We'll just do a few each week and then link them all together. Okay, so you know how I keep telling you look down at your feet? All right, see where the outside edges of your feet are. So if this was the outside edge of your foot, right here, imagine this is your big toe and these are your little toes. The outside edges of your feet are here. So just kind of turn your feet inward so that the outside edges are parallel. So that might mean bringing your toes a little bit closer together and your heels a little further apart. Outside edges lined up. Pinky toes nice and straight. So feel how that changes the dynamic in your legs. Kind of a little bending here and there. Imagine that you're just pushing down through the heels. And as you push down through the heels, don't imagine, just actually do it. Okay, so looking down to your feet, just look down, see that your feet are as parallel as your body will allow, and then imagine kind of just bringing the heels even further together. So it's like wrapping the muscle right around the bones of the legs. It gives it a lot of strength. Feel how that strength feels in the glutes, and then just bring your awareness all the way up through the torso. Roll your shoulders back and down and feel the natural curves of your spine from the lumbar through the thoracic right up into the cervical vertebrae. Just feel the spine here. This is the mountain pose, Tadasana, your first pose. So you hear me talk a lot about the T, this way and this way. And this is where we really can explore the T position. So let's just float our arms out to the sides. Look down your arms. This way you can tell that they're not too far ahead, they're not too far up. Just look down, and feel that straight line right across your chest. Okay, that's your alignment there. And then feel the straight line up and down. Left side, right side comes together right here in the heart space on this line. Okay? So just being aware of your body here. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a breath. And then we come to the second pose. Also, kind of easy. Namaskar Mudra, or prayer pose. So this is the center of the body. Sometimes it's a good idea to reconnect with a gratitude or an intention, or something right here in the heart space for a moment when you are in this position. So this is a breath in and a breath out. And then the next pose is upward reach or Ardward Vasana. And lift the arms straight up next to the ears. Reach the fingers up to the sky, consciously sinking those heels down. So we're getting as much length in the whole body as we can. Keep reaching, then tip your head to the sky as you gaze through your fingertips. Maintain the length and strength here, and then begin to ease your hips forward, and your heart opens up to the sky. Exhale the arms down. I'm going to show you that from the side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Namaskar Mudra. Upward reach, Ardward Vasana. Length, gaze up. And then sweep the arms down. Okay? I got a little off balance there. Okay, so those are the first three poses. Now, what to do after we sweep the arms down? Well, they're not going to come right here. Actually, we're going to go upward reach, lengthen open, and then sweep like a swan dive. Hands right behind the knees. Feel the length in the backs of the legs. Feel the length of your spine. Head's not dropped. We're still right here. And then take a breath. And as you exhale, you're just going to slide your hands down to the furthest part of your legs that you can reach. If you can go here, that's fine. Then you fold in. If you can go here, if you can go here, whatever your flexibility allows. So this is Ardward Vasana, or standing forward pose. Look forward and bend your knees. Remember that squat? This is why. Bend your knees. Reach the arms back and then forward, and then press through the legs. Lift up and open your heart to the sky and exhale down. Okay, let me do this with you again. We're going to go through this 3 times, nice and slow, just to kind of feel the whole flow of it, okay? Standing in Tadasana, take a deep breath and exhale. Namaskar Mudra. Take a breath and exhale. Upward reach. Inhale as you reach up. Open the heart to the sky. Exhale as you sweep your hands behind your knees. Half Uttanasana. Take a breath and exhale. Fold all the way down as you exhale. The next inhale lifts your head up and your knees bend as you reach back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. 1 time. Let's do 2 more. Take a breath. Namaskar. Take a breath. Upward reach. Inhale up. Exhale halfway. Take a breath. Exhale all the way down. Drop your head. Look forward. Bend your knees. Reach the arms back and forward. Inhale up and exhale down. 1 more. Namaskar. Ardha Vasana. Half Uttanasana. Full Uttanasana. Look forward, bend the knees, reach back and forward. Inhale up and exhale down. Good. Just take a breath for a moment now. Step your feet apart and just rock a little bit. You notice your heart rate might start to get a little bit going there. It's super hot here and super humid, so I'm having a hard time breathing. Woo! But we're going to keep going. Okay, now the next pose in our Surya Namaskar are lunges. So I want to take just a few moments to go over the lunges again so that we get it right. And I'd invite you to grab some blocks. If you don't have blocks, just get a couple of books that are equal in size and make sure that they don't have a slippy cover on them or something like that, just so that you have some height to lift your hands up off of the mat. All right, I'm going to place my blocks right here at the front of the mat so that they're within reach if I need them. So once we come down to our first forward bend, the next thing that we want to do, I step up here. The next pose that we want to do is the lunge. And so we will bend, we have our knees bent really deeply, and instead of reaching back, we're going to reach back with the right leg. That's the left leg. We're going to reach back first with the left leg, bend the knees. We want our hands right next to our feet. If your hands don't reach your feet, put your blocks next to your feet so your hands can be right there, okay? So just step back into a nice high lunge. Now, if you're way up here, we want to make sure that this knee goes right over your ankle. So you want to move that back leg. So just kind of play with that for a minute. Just kind of feel where that lunge feels right for you. Again, if you need blocks, this is the time to use them. But see this nice straight line. If your knee is ahead of that, you don't have the support in your body. So that's why it's important. So we're here in this high lunge, lower down, and then we're going to step that left foot forward, standing forward bend. And then look forward, bend the knees. Reach the right leg back to a high lunge. Again, notice if the leading knee is ahead of your ankle, push the back leg back.
No.
Yes. Getting a nice lunge here. Drop the knee, the top of the foot. Just kind of get a stretch there. Feel that lunge. And then step forward. Standing forward bend. Just to straighten it out. And then come on up. Shake it out. So let me show you how this is going to look when we put it together. You want to make sure you have room behind you on your mat to stretch that leg out, so you don't want to be in the center of the mat. You want to come a little bit closer to the front of the mat. Okay? So standing in Tadasana to begin. You can do it with, or you can just watch, up to you. Tadasana, Namaskar, upward reach, Ardha Vasana, half Uttanasana, full Uttanasana, left leg to a lunge, lower down. Step the left foot forward. Bend the knees. Right leg to a lunge, lower down. And then step the foot forward. Standing forward bend. Look forward, bend the knees, reach the arms back. And forward. And up. And down. Okay. So now that we've got the lunges in there, let's give it a try. We're going to do, let's just do 2 rounds, because we'll go left to right, right to left. So we'll just do 2 rounds, and then we'll see where we are from there. All right. So come to closer to the front of the mat. Look down to your feet. Line your feet up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring awareness all the way up your spine. Find your breath in through your nose and out through your nose and mouth. Mountain pose. You can stay in mountain pose for as long as you want if you need to. Just get yourself grounded. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Open the heart. Exhale, halfway down. Take a breath. Exhale all the way down. Look forward, bend the knees. Left leg to a high lunge and a low lunge. And then left foot steps forward. Bend the knees. Right leg goes back to a high lunge and then to a low lunge. Back to a high lunge and step the foot forward. Standing forward, bend. Look forward, bend your knees. Reach your arms back and forward. Inhale. Upward reach. Exhale down. One more. Take a breath. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, upward reach. Exhale, halfway. Take a breath. Exhale all the way. Look forward, bend the knees. Reach the right leg back to a high lunge, low lunge. And then step the right foot forward. Bend the knees. Left foot back to a high lunge and a low lunge. Curl the toe under. Step the left foot forward. Standing forward bend. Look forward, bend your knees. Reach the arms back and forward. Upward reach. Exhale down. Good. Again, step the feet apart. A little swing side to side. Swinging like a toddler. Good. Great. Okay. So the thing about the sun salutations is it's on this line, this up and down line. Everything that we do, forward and back. So I always like to add a little side bending when I'm done doing my sun salutations, just to kind of balance out the whole body. So for today, we're just going to step our feet about mat distance apart. Soften those knees a little bit, wiggle your hips a little bit, and then plant your feet. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to float the right arm all the way up. Now, if you have that shoulder issue here, just float the arm up this way, whatever way it gets up there. Bring that arm right up next to your ear. Feel the length all the way down the right side of the body. Left hand is going to come to your hip, just like I'm a little teapot. Press that right hip out. Gaze up underneath the right arm. Drop the left elbow. Ooh, I feel the body opening through the side. Inhale up and float the arm down. Take a breath. And then we're going to float the left arm all the way up to the sky. Reach the fingers up. Bring your right hand to your hip. Press the hip. And then ease over to the right side. You want to have the weight even on both of your feet here. Breathe into the side body. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up. And float the arm down. Good. Roll the shoulders. Side. We'll finish our standing with a yoga mudra. So step your feet into a natural position, maybe about hip distance apart. Keep your knees as soft as you can without locking the knees and without bending the knees. Standing up nice and tall. Reach your hands behind. Interlace your fingers and touch your thumbs. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, pull your belly in, lean forward in that half, as like we're coming down into the half forward bend. And then if you can go further, lift those arms up. Exhale, your head down as far as you can go, bringing those arms up and back. 1, 2, and 3 breaths here. Very nice shallow breaths. We're compressed to the chest here. And inhale your way back up. And shake it out. Perfect. Take a nice long deep breath. And we'll extend our legs out in front for a moment. And press those heels forward. So let's just take a moment to look down at our feet. When we stand, we typically stand with our legs out like this. Our feet are not typically parallel. So you can see that by drawing the heels a little bit further apart and pushing the heels forward, it kind of engages the muscles along the legs. So just be cognizant of that. Be aware of that this next week as you are practicing this first part of the Surya Namaskar so that you can build on it for next week. All right? So pressing those heels forward, shoulders rolled back and down. We're going to do a nice Paschimottanasana asana, seated forward bend. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, pull your belly in. Walk your hands forward. Drop your head down in front. Just take a few breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Look to the toes. Lift the torso up. And roll the shoulders down. Now we're going to come back to doing some twists. We're going to pull our feet into bound angle, Baddha Konasana, rocking on the sits bones. Butterfly the knees. Take a deep breath and exhale. Ooh. Bring your right hand behind you. Put your palm or your fist down. And then your left hand comes to the top of the right knee. Looking out over the right knee, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Pull your belly in as you twist. And then one more breath. Inhale. And exhale your way back to the center. Find your breath here. Left hand is going to reach back. Right hand to the top of the left knee. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, turn and look over your back shoulder. Just use your hand on your knee as leverage or support, up to you. And exhale, bring your way back to the center. Great. Take a deep breath. We'll just do a little bit more groin opening stretches since we had everything close together. We're going to open up a little bit. Send that right leg out to the side. Pull the left heel in. Press that right leg forward. Take a nice long deep breath and exhale. Lean forward. Walk those hands towards the front of your mat. If this is as far as you go, that's great. If you can go further, just keep walking those hands out, maybe right off the mat. Nice big stretch here. Walk your hands over. You might need to walk back a little bit. Walk your hands over to that extended leg and push through the shoulder. Just push out. Nice stretch. And come back to the center. Good. Take a deep breath. We're going to do one more side body stretch. Right hand to the right knee. Left arm is going to reach right up here. You know what's going to happen here. Just going to slide down, bringing that arm over. Get as much side body stretch as you can. If you can go right to your toe, go right to your toe. Breathe with it. And inhale up. Float the arm down. Good. Pull that leg in, and then we're going to exchange sides here. Pulling the right heel in close to the midline of the body. Press the left heel. Sitting up nice and tall, maintain contact with the sits bones if you can. Place your hands down in front. Roll forward, crease right here. Walk those hands out. And come down as far as you can come. Maybe even stretching off the mat. And a little bit back so we can walk our way over to the side. Nice stretch here. Push that shoulder out. And back. Good. Walk your hands up. Place your hand on your knee. And then float that right arm right up to the sky. Get as much length on the side body as you can, just like we do for some of the poses we were doing today, standing. And then ease your way over. Open up to the side body. Looking out underneath your arm. You don't want to be this way. If your reach doesn't bring you to your toe, if your reach brings you here or here, wherever you feel that good stretch, right in the side body. Inhale up and float the arm down. Good. We're going to bring the legs out in front again. Shake them out. Take a nice long deep breath. And then you can come right around onto your back. And just roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Extend your arms up overhead. Reach your toes as far away from your fingers as they'll go. Big all over body stretch. And then we're just going to draw the knees into your chest. Wrap your arms over your shins. Rock a little side to side. Good. And we'll just finish out with a little restorative twist. So placing your feet on the floor and your arms out to the sides, just below the shoulders. You don't want them to be too high up. We're just going to drop the knees from side to side for a minute. Come back to the center. And place the right foot on the midline and cross the left leg right over it. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, drop the knees to the right. And turn your head to the left. And just take a moment here to focus on your exhale. Find that breath in through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. Let's do 1 or 2 more breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. 1 more. And then the next inhale, bring those knees up to the center, head to the center, uncross the legs, shift onto the midline. And then we're just going to switch. And we're just going to cross the other leg over. And we're going to turn and put your hip down and drop the knees. Turn your head out. I'm trying not to squish my microphone. So I'm squeezing it as I turn here.
Find your breath in through your nose, out through your nose and mouth. And focus on the exhale. Let your muscles relax. You can't compete with tension when you're exhaling. One more breath. In through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. And next inhale, bring those knees up to the center, uncross the legs. Bring your arms down.
So do whatever you need to do for the next few moments to stretch and move your body, and then relax yourself into the Shavasana pose. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you peace and joy and good health. Namaste.
Thanks for joining me. Stop back next week for part 2 on sun salutations. Until then, have a great week. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and grow with me.